Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to an episode of The Breakdown. My name is Ray. I've been breaking for 15 years. I'm going to go into Windmill Handstand, Windmill 90, and how I personally learned it and build up the strength into this move. All right, for this move, I think there are two main prerequisites. The main one is have a decent windmill, and the second one would be have a semi-decent windmill headstand. So when I say a decent windmill, I mean like you have good control of your hips, your legs aren't all over the place, you have a good control of your core. I'm really just gonna do a windmill headstand so you can just see what that should look like. I'm gonna do a windmill headstand, windmill headstand. All right, so if you have those two prerequisites, then we can talk about the common exercise. So the common exercise is going windmill, headstand, and then pushing up into a handstand. So the main thing there is like understanding your momentum, and when you're in a headstand, how to push up. Now, the reason I don't like this way of learning it is because it involves a lot of like stop and go momentum. And when I do power or watch people do power, I like it to be that fluid controlled motion. And so I'm gonna go into how I learned it over there on bouncy floor. All right, so now I'm on open gym floor. It's bouncier. I like to practice Windmill 90 when I was learning it here because you don't need to bounce as hard and you can crash without injuring yourself, hopefully. I am heavier, so I get tired easily, like muscling through like windmill handstand or windmill flare. I would always use momentum to do these moves. This part of the tutorial might seem kind of dumb, and honestly, there's not much more to it than this, but I'm just gonna focus on common mistakes. And if you really wanna learn this move, you can also watch Physicx, for example, and I'll talk about how he does it. And the common mistake is because a windmill, your momentum is going sideways. When you go into a windmill handstand, you're not used to that bounce, that super hard bounce. So you kind of go to the side. So I'll show what it would look like if you messed it up when you're first learning. So you want to get your hips higher and higher. And that's kind of how like it'll look when you're first trying it. Some people like to think of it as like a kip up. So you're like going up like this. To me, it's not as much of a kip up. It's still more of a bounce and you're just completely unfolding. So some people will also look at it like a backspin and then you're bouncing up like that. What I focus on is when I enter it, instead of a windmill momentum, I'm going to fold my hips in and then unfold completely out. And a common mistake people do is their legs will go unfold like here and they'll stop. And their momentum's still going sideways, so they typically fall out of it. What you want to do is just really straighten out like a handstand. Okay, so I don't want to like say my Windmill 90 is anywhere as good as Physicx, but I watched his Windmill 90 a lot. And one thing you'll note when he does multiple windmills and he goes windmill into 90, he'll do the circular motion for the windmills and then he'll pause and bounce before he blows up to a 90. So I'll demonstrate that from 2 windmills. All right, so one reason I like this technique more is it helps you control your momentum better. It helps you use more momentum to get into your moves. It looks really good when you do like windmill air flare. And honestly, when you get really good at it, you can even learn how to like windmill 90 with just one arm without both arms. That's why using your hips is really important for windmill handstand, windmill 90, windmill 2000. That's basically it. That's the breakdown of the windmill handstand for me. I hope you enjoy the examples. I think that the bounce really helped unblock myself from going to the side too much, understanding how to use my momentum. I tried to do the windmill 90, but I hope the failed demonstration shows you how much lift and bounce you can get from just being able to generate it all from your hips. And you don't have to use your upper body so much. If you like this video, comment, like it, share it, whatever. I hope you get a windmill 90 because it feels sick on the ground. So is windmill air flare. Honestly, power is just the best. Power over style. I'm just kidding. No, take that out, take that out.